Okay guys, so my battery died, but I spoke with the guy that was collecting the cans, the Asian guy with the light on his head, the flashlight. And I asked him how much money he makes per night or per week, and he said, oh, I make about 200 a week. So that's like 2, 4, 6, 800 a month. I said, oh, that's pretty good, tax-free. He's like, no, I actually declare it. It's income, and I can get money for it's income, and I can get money for my retirement. And then I said, well, he said, I have another job. I work in the mornings, and then I do this at night, and I make more than 200 sometimes when it's really sunny, like today, and there are a lot of people out. But I'm like, oh, I think you make more than 200 because, like, how many hours do you put in? And he said, oh, about 6 to 7 hours a day just collecting cans. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Divide $200 by, what, 35 hours a week? He's like, yeah, I work about 35 hours a week. He's like, but I have 4 kids. And I'm like, are you doing this for the money or just for fun? And he's like, no, I need the money. I have 4 kids and I pay for their college and everything like that. But it would be better for him to get another job, right? Because like 200 divided by 35 hours is not much. So yeah, it's like what, $1? Less than $1 an hour? Yeah, it's less than $1 an hour. I don't know. I didn't do the calculations. But yeah, I asked him, like, my battery was dead, but I asked him if I could film him. He said, he's like, oh, no. And he like looked a little shy. So yeah, but he was really cool. He was really nice. And I said, why would people fight for cans? I'm like, are they that poor? He's like, well, some people think it's like their territory and other people should get out, and you know, it's like their territory, but it's really just a public place, he said. So it's no one's territory. And yeah, he says like after he collects the cans, he also cleans up garbage like on the beach. So yeah. Yeah, I'm like, well, it's good for the environment, you know, do your thing. And it's so funny because I'm in an alley and there are 2 guys. One's pissing on the left of me and one's pissing on the right. Not in front of here, but on my side. Anyways, it's late at night, so there are no restrooms. Well, you kind of have to walk far for the restrooms. But yeah, I went back to that Brazilian party, and it got a little bit more upbeat, and then it just ended. So I think it's a group.
Don't talk to me like that, man.
Yeah, I think it's a group, and because they had like t-shirts on, Viva Brazil or something. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just charging my phone now in the car, and yeah, those guys are both gone, so it's safe to come out. But I'll continue charging my phone a bit longer. More cans? Oh my god, I think they would go crazy if they saw these cans. Oh, he's collecting cans too? Okay, they're collecting cans too. Oh my god, everybody's collecting cans. Wow. They're struggling or what? I don't know. Okay, he's giving it to somebody. He's giving it to the lady. Oh, that's so sweet. Struggle is real, eh? I think he's doing her a favor. Anyway, Yeah. She had trouble getting up off her seat, so she might be disabled. Yeah, like I was speaking to homeless people a long time ago, and I'm like, why are you homeless? Like, does the government, like, don't you get welfare? He's like, well, here in Vancouver we only get $300 if we don't have a place to stay, like an address, like basically probably a lease or something like that, right? So they only get 300. And yeah, it's not the case in Quebec. Like, you still get your regular welfare benefits, right? You don't need to show an address. So yeah, I don't know, I've seen a lot of things that I wasn't exposed to, like, because I never really came downtown, and I see a lot of things that I wasn't exposed to before. Like, yeah, I don't know. So I was speaking with another lady, and she said that, like, the drug addicts on East Hastings, and just the drug addicts in general in Vancouver, and probably the rest of BC, they basically, there's no rehab programs that will allow them to stay there for a good amount of time. Like, it's like a nightly thing, and they're released during the day. What's going on? Yeah. So it's like a day thing. No, sorry, they sleep there at night, and then they're released during the day. Yeah, that guy just came down from his apartment and gave her the cans. Okay, another thing is, why are these guys wearing short shorts? Like, what's the point? Do they want to show off their legs? Are they women or what? Like, it's so feminine. His are not that short compared to other people, but it's like a new trend now. I know that's what they sell in the stores. But guys, please do not wear these short shorts. You look gay, you look feminine, and we don't want men that are wearing shorts shorter than ours, or pants that are tighter than ours. Please stay away from that. Yeah, it's very girly, very feminine, and what's going on? It's only 10:30, by the way. Yeah, so the doctor was saying, she's a doctor, okay? She was saying that, yeah, they only get, like, if they want to go to rehab, like, I'm like, why don't they, like, aren't there programs to help them? And she's like, yeah, but they're not, like, programs where you could stay there for a long time and, like, properly detox and get it out of your system. Because once it's out of your system, it's not like you're not manipulated by it as much anymore. Like, it's out of your system, your body won't be as dependent on it. Of course, it's like psychological things, but like the physical part of the addiction, you know, it'll be like basically out of your system after a while. So that's like the important part. Like, get the physical shit out of your body first, and then work on the mental part of the addiction. So yeah, they only give like they only give them rehab for like a certain amount of hours, and then you're just on the street and you could just take the drug again. And yeah, they're like they legalized having a certain amount on you, which is like a big amount, enough to sell the drugs. You know, it's like a legal amount everybody can have on them. And yeah, that just like it just perpetuates the problem. because everybody is always gonna have drugs on them. So they're obviously gonna take it, or, you know, make people addicted to it, sell it. So yeah, I guess they're trying to keep them out of trouble, trying to keep them out of jail, because if the police stop them, like, and they have a certain amount of drugs, well, then it's illegal, right? So yeah. Is it still charging? Let me see. Yeah. So she was saying that there was like a man that looked like he was overdosing, and a cop tried to like help him, and like the person was so out of it, like they had their eyes closed, and then just took a knife and like killed her and stabbed her. They didn't know like who was what was what. They were so like drugged and out of it, right? So yeah. Okay, his shorts are not that short, but still, you can still see like his thigh. Yeah, they're borderline. It's still a bit too short. But anyways, you know which trend I'm talking about. You know exactly which one. And I'm sure you guys, the guys that don't wear them, don't like seeing it on guys. And let me tell you, women don't like seeing it on guys either. So makes two of us. So yeah, she was the cop was stabbed for trying to help, and yeah. I'm gonna go to East Hastings, but I'm not gonna walk around because they said that people said that like you'll get your phone stolen or anything, you'll get your clothes stolen, and it's a place where they sell a lot of like designer stuff. Like you can buy anything on East Hastings. It's all stolen stuff, and you could buy like a lot of designer brands, like very expensive brands. And yeah, I guess they go to the store and they steal some of this stuff, or they steal it, I don't know, wherever, from people or wherever they can. And yeah, then they just resell it on Hastings at very, very cheap prices to get their drug money. And one of the girls was saying, yeah, she's like, she called them bums. She's like, yeah, the bums in Vancouver are some of the best dressed bums you'll ever see. She's like, you wouldn't even know that they're bums, like that they're homeless or drug addicts, if you're just judging them on their clothing, right? But not everybody. But I did notice that some are pretty well dressed. Yeah, but not everybody. Like some actually look homeless. Alrighty, so I think I'm gonna go for another little walk, because it's still early. It's only 10. It's not even 11. So I'm just gonna walk around, get some exercise, and yeah, I'll just check in with you guys. I'll film some more things if there's anything interesting going on the streets. All right, later.